Welcome to the FireJERKS podcast. I'm your host, Brian Gower, and with me today we got...
Kyle McIntyre.
And a lot of fireworks.
Yeah. We are here in person, and people are celebrating.
We're recording on the 4th of July, just because it's when, our schedules seem to line up. So, yes, you'll probably hear a lot of fireworks. Hopefully, they'll gate out. Every time we, mention, there's stuff going on outside, you can never hear it on the episode.
Except for a bee when we're hysterical. It's in our voice.
Yeah.
Oh, my God!
It almost got him that time.
No, it sounded like King of the Hill.
Bobby!
Damn it, Bobby!
It's shitty. Anyway, Kyle, besides fireworks and King of the Hill, what is new in your world? What is shaking? What is grooving? Oh, you already named it.
Damn. All right, next
topic.
So I've, put off buying pedals, and it sounds like I have to buy pedals.
Yeah.
No, I just haven't bought any because I've been working on other things, car and stuff.
Working it, yeah.
I'm working it and jerking it.
Working overtime. Jerking overtime.
So I actually got a couple pedals.
Mm-hmm.
So, shocker.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you know what? I got a pedal.
Yes.
The other pedal is for you. I'll probably let you introduce it. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, happy birthday.
Yes.
Thank you. I already gave it to you. You're already playing it. I got a, it rhymes with FLEFCON 4, actually. It's a
Kef Dawn 4.
Yeah. So I've been looking at those pedals for a long time.
Blores Blablio.
Yeah, so
no one could decode that.
Yeah, I don't even know what you said. Florida de Blasio.
Yeah, just yeah. There you go.
So I got a DEFCON 4.
Yes.
Been looking at them for a while. So it's a signature pedal for Ryan Adams.
Yeah.
And it's come down in price. So I think these were like I don't know what they were originally.
Yeah,
but they were pretty up there. I thought maybe $250. Maybe
I
200.
remember they were pretty high up there. Yeah, it's isn't it like an EQ pedal or boost or something?
Yeah, it's both. Yes, it's got an EQ and a boost.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like it when I don't know, a long time ago. They were at 190 and they stayed there forever. They started coming down, saw 140, and they started going back up again. I've been tracking this shit.
Yeah,
and
it's like a roller coaster. It gets up and down and everything.
Yeah, I saw someone had posted for 140 and free shipping.
They discontinued it because he was a bad boy.
Yeah.
And then now it's the EB boost or
EB10.
EB10.
Yeah. Or 10, whatever they're saying.
Yeah.
And I hear that circuit, they've done some things to make it better. I don't know. I like the way this looked.
Yeah.
So boom.
Dropped the bomb on
that. You can hear these fireworks, they and then there's like this long pause and I'm like holding my breath.
Yeah.
It's like bam.
Car alarms pretty loud. Going off. People are just assholes.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
Whatever. I would be out there too if I wasn't doing this shitty podcast.
Yeah.
So it's an EQ pedal. It has a boost. It looks really cool when you have certain switches on, all the lights on it. It looks kind of like War Games.
Yeah,
like
I think
that's the inspiration.
The theme or whatever.
It's cool. It's a cool pedal. I got it for the guy who took my first offer on Reverb, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah, that's when you're like, damn, I should have fucking went lower.
Yeah, it's like 3 in a row. I've had
first offers.
Yeah, 3 in a row. The last pedals I've bought, so the 2 Strymon pedals and this one, have been they're like, yeah, that sounds great.
Yes, except
fuck.
I'm trying to fucking get rid of my pedals or whatever. Maybe people aren't working or something like that. They're just fine. Really but yeah, no.
I got it for 125. So I just hit him for a pretty low number. I think it was he had it 145 or 150, and I was like, it was the lowest one on Reverb, and I'm like 125.
Yeah, he's like
bingo.
Yep.
Well, I bet
should have done $80, bro.
Yeah, I bet if he took my first offer, I bet people are hitting him with hundreds because
maybe
being the lowest one on Reverb, you got to be catching flack.
There's fucking blood.
Yeah, people
in the water. The sharks are
chumming the water.
You're
just you're that fucking minnow,
Yeah.
And you're just the low hanging fruit, basically.
Yeah. We just at bat,
trying
just
to get you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the lowest one. I'm like, fuck, let me just try this, and I'm like, fuck, that's fine. I still got what I wanted.
Yeah, but
so
think of like, I could have saved a couple more dollars.
Yeah, a couple more shekels.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's just like an EQ pedal, but it's of course cooler than any of the other EQ pedals I have.
Yeah.
I have a lot actually. I wouldn't say a lot, I guess, but
you have a lot for
more
EQ pedals.
than
You have
I have
DOD, you have an MXR, you have the Boss.
Yeah.
And then now you have the Walrus one. So
I would shoot that EB10 now.
Yeah, just to match. It's like, let me test them out.
No, it's dumb. This one's cool. I got for a good price. I did play it. I've only played it once.
Yeah.
I
mainly just put it. Yeah.
I just see the lights and
turn all the lights on. I'm like, yeah, that looks cool.
No, I did play it, and I've just been really busy lately, so I probably gave it a good 20 minutes of just messing around with it and flipping switches and like, yep, that's an EQ pedal. Ooh, there's a boost.
Yeah.
Ooh,
like it's a twist.
He's a twist. Yeah, and then my next new thing, I commissioned some artwork for my synth project.
Yes.
And it is done.
Yes.
So it's really cool. I talked to Taylor Adams from he does artwork for Deep Space Devices. It's really cool.
He does like their pedals, shirts, shit like that.
He does all their stuff, and I fell in love with like the first time I saw their I guess the
style, the artwork and stuff like that.
The name of it, the it has like the dragons on it, or like the.
Yeah, I know what
I cannot remember. I have it too. I own it.
I want to say Triggernaut.
There it is.
Is that it?
Yeah, Triggernaut.
I also wanted to say Troglodyte. No, like that's not.
That's me.
Yeah, you looking at him.
Yeah, that's it, and I love that. And I'm like, and I met the guy. I'm like, this guy's really cool. He posts other things. So he does commission work.
He's a real ass dude.
He is a real ass dude. And so
he's cool. He's a psycho. He's a real ass dude.
I hit him up and just basically gave him the idea of my concept for the project, and sent him some of the songs I'm working on, and he was like, "Awesome, got it." And he sent me some stuff back. We went back and forth, and he stuck with like I kind of threw an idea, and he just made it so much.
He just ran
better.
With it.
Yeah, he elaborated on things and things I never thought about. Like I was thinking small picture, and he thought this like crazy huge scene. I'll post it. It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, and then it's a different. You've changed the name of your group or project or whatever.
So we'll see.
Yeah. Do you have anything that you're gonna be releasing
with
this, or
not
just
yet?
I
think I might be reworking a lot of these songs.
Yeah,
because they're really just ideas. Some of them like they feel like they're set like a while ago, but I think that I might throw away a lot of these and just keep making more and see what.
But
else.
Just having like the artwork is something that's like, oh, that's cool. It's an inspiration in itself.
It's like, well, you better make something that sounds good too. It's like to match. It's
yeah,
like,
no, that
can't have it sound like shit.
He fucking crushes. It'd be cool to get some stuff for playing with him. Yeah, either shirts or like album art or something.
Yeah, it makes me want to do like a comic book with him.
I believe, isn't he working with Blake on something?
I don't know. Maybe.
I thought I saw something, or maybe I'm just making it up. But Taylor work with Blake, on like a comic book or something. I thought they were.
Man, I would, because some of the other like the quick sketches he did of just the we talked about things were really cool too. But we settled on this one.
Yeah.
But I'm really, really stoked on it. And now I got to buckle down and actually put something out that's good. So
yeah, you're like, okay, the music has to live up to the artwork.
Yeah, exactly. Can't just
you get it. It's like, oh man, this artwork is sick. You put it in, like, this is fucking utter trash.
Can't be like Avatar,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Never saw that movie.
Never seen it. I'd make fun of it because it's like super fucking long. I'd rather just watch Pocahontas, the same storyline.
I'd rather just watch Pokemon.
Just any Pokemon movie?
Any episode.
Oh, the episodes. Did you ever watch those?
Not really, no.
Yeah,
I was like, I remember liking the game and then trying to get into the show. I'm like, I don't know.
I remember it being really silly, and I never understood what was actually going on. You had like the Team Rocket. Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah. Well, that's like, it's in the video game that you're like, they're like the bastards that are trying to fuck things up, and you just kind of go, I'm like, oh, I'm a kid and I'm going to beat them with my Pokemon.
So there's idiots. Well, I mean, that's what I got from the
Yeah, they're not it's not goofy like the show, but like they kind of took that idea from the game and ran with it, I bet.
Oh.
But yeah.
Kids will understand that.
Kids will get it.
They're stupid.
They are.
I've been just super busy with work, so I haven't, that's really been it.
Mm-hmm.
But I know you and I have done a couple things, but we had practice for the first time, which is crazy.
Yeah. No, anyway, what was your take on that?
It was fun.
It was like our first really practice in over 3 months, I would say.
Yeah. Dude, I thought we did really, really well.
Yeah. There wasn't like anything that we were too rusty on. I know singing, I think, was a big one for both of us.
I had a hard time singing.
Because I have not sung anything.
Yeah.
Because I should. There's no reason why.
No, I get it. I probably should be practicing like every day because it's something that I do.
Yeah.
But
that's one thing, I noticed. Singing.
I feel like since I was really sick back in February, that I'm still like, I had to like dust out the cobwebs.
Yeah.
Because like when I did a little bit of a warm up while I was driving there. I was like, oh yeah.
I did zero warm up.
I was like
nothing. I was like nothing.
Oh yeah, I could do that. And then once we started playing, it felt like scratchy and like burnt, like it hurt.
There was
like my vocal cords were like, ow.
There's one song where I tried to go into like I have kind of two voices that I use when I sing for the harder stuff. The harder stuff. I try and get more like a little bit more like kind of voice, so like,
honky, yeah.
Or it's just like I'm trying to like break it a little bit more.
I gotcha. I was just kidding.
And no, that's your voice. Boom.
Any voice that I have,
yeah, like way late on that one.
You're like Zinga, got him.
It's my George Jefferson joke. Got his ass, folks. No, I was like trying to do. I was like screams fucking. I'm like I couldn't. I'm like and I'm like in the middle of the song. I'm like I'm like just trying to open my throat out because I couldn't like push it. And so like really when you sing, you kind of want like your throat as open as possible to get as much projection.
Yeah.
But like you won't break your voice as much or be as scratchy. And I couldn't get it to be scratchy, so I'm singing the song like, oh yeah, just to get through it. And I'm like,
I'm singing like Cher,
kind of, yeah. But I'm hitting the notes, but it just wasn't the timbre that I wanted.
And I hope you're happy.
The timbre or timbre?
It's timbre.
Timbre. It wasn't the timbre that I wanted.
And when you're cutting down trees is when you
timbre.
Yeah,
I was like only one song because I remember you saying like, oh, it's kind of hurting, tough to sing. I'm like, not for me until I got to that one. I was like, I was like immediately like, get the black lung pop.
Yeah, it was tough. I had like, I started singing and I could not finish, I think, some of the lines. I just started like, I'd back off the mic and just kind of like,
I was like downing water. I was like, I drank like I think a whole gallon of water that practice because I'm like, also it was hot as fuck because the guy who runs the fucking studio is like, let's just not turn on the AC even though they pay for it.
Yeah, it's so dumb. But it's if they had it where like you could turn on the AC and only have it directed to your room, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But it runs the whole room. That's why. The whole warehouse, basically. Yeah. That's why.
Fuck bullshit. Yeah, it fucking sucks. Hot practices, right?
If I could put $1. I would have like a vending machine where you put $1 in just to get
I buy that for $1.
AC for 30 minutes or something. 5 minutes.
I think we played really well. Like I was surprised on like how much I remembered like our own songs, like lyrics. I'm like, oh, I know these. I guess I should. I wrote them, and we've been playing them for years. So I'm like, I was really surprised that I didn't fuck them up. And then for some of the songs, I actually wrote like lead lines or like the solo bridge part, and I was like, actually, I've always been just like fucking around, and then. Just in key, I'm like, yeah, let's fucking throw delay and phaser and stuff like that. But now I'm like, oh, I actually have one that I wrote. So I'm like, I needed to remember it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, in between songs, took a little break and I just had my headphones in. I'm like, and I took a video of myself playing it. I'm like, oh, okay. It's actually like, I wrote something that's super easy and I was like trying to overcomplicate things. Anyway, so that's like, that was the one part that I'm like, I forgot the guitar part, but I relearned it at band practice. And I'm like, I actually played pretty well, which was very surprising. And we both felt that same way. It's like, oh, we actually...
Yeah.
All right, we got it. We got it, boys.
Well, I noticed, I thought about it. when I don't think about something, like let's say it's been a long time since we played, right?
Yeah.
If I don't think about the bass line I'm trying to, I will play it fine. But as soon as as soon as I start thinking about it, sometimes I like forget it.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, this is the second verse. I played the first one fine. Why am I fucking this one up?
Yeah.
It's the same shit.
It's the same fucking thing. But no, it's fun. It was good to get back into it. And hopefully we make this, Yeah. Yeah. I even know if we don't have any like shows, I know we have that live stream that I think is still happening on July 11th.
Yeah.
But we should just keep practicing like on a weekly or bi-weekly basis.
Yeah.
Just because I'm like, yeah, we should be, I don't know. This is what we do. We should be playing. We should be,
This is what we do.
It's what you do, man. Come on. You play.
This is how we do it.
This is how we do it. Yeah, no, that was fun. I definitely dug that. I'm like, oh, it's fun to get back together. I see you all the time. See Brian every once in a while. Talk to him every once in a while. But just to get back into it, like, yeah, this is fun. This is cool. Like, yeah, this is enjoyable. I enjoy the company of my friends and playing music. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
it's good times.
It's that isolation makes you love us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's my what's new.
Yeah. So I guess this is also part of your what's new, but my what's new.
Yeah,
you got
it's yours. It's yours.
Yeah,
cool.
You got me that walrus pedal, which is the Ages. I thought it was Agus.
Really? That's what you thought it was?
I thought it would be something,
interesting.
Yeah, Ages, I guess.
I don't know what it really
I thought
means.
Maybe it is. It is Ages.
Yeah. I would assume. I mean, I looked to the side like no one's over there to help me out, but yeah.
Yeah.
I did like the when people look or left or right, they lie, like they're lying. Like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, no, that's
totally
cool.
did that. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one.
He won't know, folks. Yeah, it was something that like when it came out, you and I were both like texting each other. Oh man, it looks sick. Did you see the Walrus? I'm like, it's a drive pedal from Walrus.
Yeah.
And I guess they said we haven't done a drive pedal in like since 2016.
Really?
And I'm like, I believe that's what it said on their site. Or 2017. Something like that. It's been a while, a lot longer than people had thought. And
been a while.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. It has like 5 clipping options and like it has bass, treble, drive, volume, and it has a clean blend.
Yeah, that's
which I
interesting.
thought like that looks pretty cool because it'd be super versatile. We could use it for bass too.
Yeah. So I basically bought us a pedal.
Yeah. So the plan is to actually get that on the bass board and try that out.
Did you try it out?
I haven't tried it on bass yet, but I tried it on guitar. It sounds great. I really like the high gain options because it doesn't sound, because high gain can sound like shit really.
Yeah.
In a pedal can like either super bassed out where it's like fuzz style, or it can get super high where it's like, okay, let's scoop out all the mids. And even though it doesn't have a mid control or focus knob or anything like that, it's still, it sounds great. I really dig it. I didn't really look too much into like, what is this based off of? Is this actually a tube screamer? I'm like, no, it's fine. I'm just enjoying the pedal. And I think it's
pretty good. Your voice, if I had closed my eyes, it didn't sound like you.
Yeah.
What is this? What amp is best?
Sound like Qbert.
Yeah. That's what he sounds like when he's asking like,
what's the best amp?
Not Dilbert.
No, yeah. Is that Dilbert?
I
never
actually
seen any.
Qbert's like the video game.
Yeah, I didn't know that character made a noise.
I mean, he does in Wreck-It Ralph.
Okay.
Yeah, I did watch those recently.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them.
Both of them. I never saw the second one. Was it good?
It's cool.
Yeah.
It wasn't as good as the first one.
The first one was classic, man. It's classic, man.
It was good. It wasn't as good, but it's like it's cool.
Kyle is like, I don't know if you have a career as a movie reviewer.
It was
good. I mean, not as good, but it was good.
It's good. It wasn't up all the way, but it was good. It was kind of up there.
Good, but not that good. But still good. They still use the same word. It's like how we describe pedal. It's pretty sick, but I mean, it's not too bad, but it's pretty sick. But it's
not as sick as this.
Yeah, it's not as good though as it could be. Next.
Yeah,
that's why nobody sends us.
You managed to say something without saying anything.
Nobody sends us pedals to review because of that. Yeah, it's cool, but it's sick too. Like I contradict myself.
Nothing specific.
Oh, that's dumb. No, I dig the Ages, but I think trying it on bass will be cool because to me that blend knob is a really good selling point. Like having a blend knob on bass is like the way to go because you can just like drown that bass, like lose all the low end, or you get like a low end that's like just like I said, sometimes you get just I'm like, cool, I can't use that for anything.
What are the knobs typically on a tube screamer? Let's say like your
it's volume,
tone.
gain, and tone.
Okay, so you don't have really a bass or a treble or anything, so it makes it more versatile already.
Not only can you bring up the bass frequencies, but you can actually bring the bass guitar.
You probably just run it flat. I mean,
that's kind of what I usually like to start things out at, and then fuck around at that point. Yeah, like I said, the low gain ones sound great, but even the high gains, there's 3 different options for high gain, and they all sounded good. They don't get that whole like fizz type shit that I think a lot of like when they go like, oh, it's a metal pedal. It's I don't know why I'm doing that voice a lot today.
Oh, it's a metal pedal.
It's all just like
You put the pedal in the metal. Put the pedal to the metal. To the metal. With the metal.
Now we're moving into the Cosby.
Oh no!
It's just like very like piercing, and it's just too much that it's like, okay, this is not. I don't like it, and then or it goes too fuzzy, like with the bass, and this one actually does really well.
Farty.
So thank you so much for that. Early,
you're welcome.
Even though I've been a bad boy this year,
yeah,
still got a gift. I'm stoked on that. But yeah, definitely want to try it with your bass rig and see how that blends in.
What did you play that pedal through though?
Yes. So this is something new for me.
That's the setup.
Yep.
You got it. Yeah, moving on. I ruined my segue. So what were you playing that through? Well, yes, he got it.
All just to like, cheers, and you just open up a bottle of champagne. Yeah, bite the metal. Kiss the girl. Yeah, I'm the king.
Ruin the whole segue.
It's like 3 minutes later I can talk.
You done?
Yeah, I got a powered FRFR cab for a guitar.
What?
So I'm kind of just diving in. I'm going, full force into like using my Axe 8, which is a fractal unit, which if people are unfamiliar, because I think I've talked about fractal all the time. People don't know. It's like comparable to the Helix.
It's a fractal, okay.
It's like
not a
Helix. People are familiar with the Helix floor unit. It's like that, but for fractal.
Yeah.
So it has the let's see.
Fractal's like the Miracle Whip of effects. I don't even know what they're.
Yeah, I'm like, where are you going with this? Oh, I like to see.
It's so not. What's their tagline?
It's
so not Mayo.
It's not Mayo. It's not the Mayo. The Mayo ass fucking effects.
It's the Miracle Whip of effects pedals.
Yeah, so
effects units.
It has the guitar effects. It has the amps, and it has the cabs that you can use. So this is kind of like a direct to house unit, so like a Helix would be. So it has the XLRs out, and you can just go to front of house with that.
But you just want to have some
stage volume.
So, and you don't necessarily need a tube amp for that.
No, because I wouldn't really be using the full potential of either.
Yeah.
So either the full amps like sound or the full Helix's sound.
Yeah.
And Helix, I meant fractal. That whole fractal sound. I'm confusing myself.
I thought you said Felix, and I was like,
he's
cat.
Cool. He's got a bag of tricks, and I got a bag of tricks in the fractal. Go. So I wanted something that would power it, and we've talked about like how you could really just get by with using a powered PA speaker, because those are pretty flat. Like the FRFR is flat range full response, I believe, is the what that means.
Yeah, so you get one of those like plastic molded JBLs, dude.
Yeah, and I've seen
wedge style.
Seen people use that, and it's really just for your own sound, because front of house is going to be getting an XLR of whatever you're putting to that powered cab.
Yeah.
But I really just wanted something that looked like more like an amp.
Yeah.
So I got a Matrix 2x12 one, and it's loud as fuck.
Dang.
It looks cool because it looks like a cab, just like a normal deal. And it's a different experience for sure.
Does it have like a comparable wattage, or is it?
I think it's 600 watts.
600, damn.
And the 2x12 speakers, but they're like not voiced, I guess. I don't know. It's supposed to like just recreate whatever you put into it. Just make it louder.
Okay.
And then
so dude, you could do like karaoke's now.
Yeah, and they even say like you could put plug your iPod into it if you could get the connection to there. And it's supposed to be really good for listening to music too, but who the fuck would do that?
Yeah.
So you can say like, if you want to hear, you can hear the whole, response of this by plugging in MP, whatever record or CD player or something like that, whatever the fuck. And I'm like, no, not gonna do that. No.
So I briefly looked at it, but it has the 212s.
Mm-hmm.
What are there? Is it ported? Or are there other?
Yeah, it's ported, and I think there's like a tweeter. Yeah, like a high.
Listen to these tweeters.
You hear the tweeters? It's pretty cool. It's definitely a different approach to playing, and it will, I think, streamline a lot of things. Just because I'm like, okay, I'm just do everything on here, and I create the sounds at home. I don't have to worry about it, like amps, and then trying to like, okay, the sounds I use for like
you could drop this thing and probably okay. I mean, don't do it.
It's actually very big. So it's like as big as you would think of maybe a 212 combo would be, but it's really light. I think it's like 50 pounds, which I'm like, compared to like my orange 1x12 combo,
like 80 or
was
90.
almost 80 pounds for that fucking thing.
Dang.
And it was a 1x12. Yeah, so I think I may have went overboard by getting a 2x12 because it's really loud.
Yeah,
like at band practice, it was like, oh, I'm not even, I think I was at like maybe a quarter of the way up on there.
All right.
So anyways, it's a different experience, and it sounded a lot better at practice the very first, because I got it that day.
Yeah,
and I just brought it, and I brought my 80-30 head and a conventional pedal board just in case it sounded like shit. And it sounded pretty good. It wasn't a whole lot of tweaking I needed to do, but there is some. As with every time I get a new piece of gear, I like to just keep fucking with it until I can get it better and better.
When I first saw it, I was like, what's this piece of shit? Thinking it was someone else's.
Yeah, somebody else in the studio left it.
And I got this. Oh, it's cool, dude.
Yeah, you said, look, what the fuck is this piece of shit? And I'm like, I just bought this. And he's like, oh, no, it looks great, dude.
What is it?
Tell me more.
Back pedal.
Oh, tell me more about this. It's funny to like talk about or think about like, my rig has completely changed over the years. Like 2 years ago, I'm like, I would have thought like, oh, going like the modeling route or whatever, and then getting even a powered speaker. I'm like, what's so redundant and stupid? And now to me, like, this makes so much sense.
Well, what's the move? What's the next move?
I don't know.
Or you're standing at the top of the mountain. There's nowhere else to go.
I don't know. If we ever get to a point where we're playing shows and more things of that sort, maybe. No, I mean bigger shows and whatever. I think maybe getting like an Axis FX 3, like the actual rack unit, and then getting a power amp, and then you could use whatever cab you want with it. Would be good. But that's just more shit.
Yeah.
Whereas this is like
you want to just keep it.
So maybe chilling. Like justifying it, but it sounded great at practice. Like at least Brian really liked it. He's like, man, this is like I can actually hear more shit of what you're doing on guitar.
Yeah, it's definitely more clear.
Yeah,
like more clarity.
Mm-hmm. And you can the bass response on it too is like I'm like, oh man, I might have to dial that back because I can get so much more out of it than because at our studio there's like 1960 Marshall cabs, just the standard ones. So like they have the GT75, so they're not the best Celestion speakers there, and then they're just whatever, they're there. And so I've been so used to doing that. So now these are more just like direct like representations of whatever IRs I put into it and stuff like that. And I don't know, it's like it's opening more doors as far as like, that
but
modeling.
It's also closing them.
Yeah. Well, and then I say that and I'm not the person to get rid of my amps and shit like that either.
That's true.
Because I still have that rig.
So you can load those impulse responses into the Fractal.
Yes. And so I have
so what if like
my ML Sound Lab ones, I have my, Orange Cabs, Mesas, Marshalls, Vox.
I'm just like, I think that's too much.
What?
I think it's just too much to like, because I have some of the impulse responses that you've given me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean that I'm borrowing.
Yeah,
I'll give them back. Don't worry.
Yeah,
but they're kind of like, it's like too much for me because I don't know what I'm doing. I guess I should say that. But I look at them like that sounds just like the last one.
They do sound very similar until you get to the pack. So like the orange to the 2x12 Vox is going to sound completely different. Yeah. And then to like the 1960, Marshall cab is going to sound different than the Mesa cab.
Yeah, I'm just wondering like where do you, I guess it doesn't matter, but do you find that more of a headache? I don't know.
It gives you a lot more options. And as far as like doing something like a Fractal or a Helix or like, Head Rush or something like that, you get so many more amps,
Yeah. But do you go like, oh shit, I wish I would have used this one? I wish I would use that one.
I think just getting consistency for live and just getting kind of one sound and then working that, which sucks because it's like, oh, you have the ability to use like hundreds of different types of amps and cabs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I'm kind of like thinking more of like maybe just using a difference between 1 or 2 different amps.
Yeah.
And even maybe just keeping it to 1, because at band practice I made 4 different presets because I'm like, okay, for the different songs that we have, and one of them is like a heavier, punker kind of song. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna use a Mesa Boogie for like heavier tones instead of my rocker verb emulation or whatever.
Yeah.
And I would have to do a lot more tweaking to that because I set my amp
really
and I said
like
no, I lost myself.
Oh,
it just because I'm like,
Whoa.
yeah. Just the mid character switch and the added bass of a Mesa.
Yeah, you couldn't hear.
You would
yourself?
have to tweak it to change it. So I was like, oh, my EQ section would have to change. So I'm like, which is great because it gives me so many more options to, like I said, I'm gonna go into the lab and I'm just gonna like be changing it up and stuff like that. And every practice trying to get better and better.
What's cool is like you don't have to buy those amps.
No, and it is a huge difference. And I'm not I'm not the one person to say like, well, this is the future of it because I still have 5 guitar amps.
Yeah.
Like I didn't, quoting the Dr. Dre, I was like, oh, my guns, what do you think I sold them all? My amps, what do you think I sold them all? No, I still have them. I sold like one combo, which is the rocker verb, but I still have the rocker verb head.
Yeah.
I still have the 8030 head, the 8015. Like I still have amps. So it's not like I'm like, bye, I'm never doing this. Like, which, I have the luxury of doing that from having gear and if I was in a hard spot, maybe I'd have to get rid of more stuff. But for live, I think I'm going to try and go full force into like using the fractal. Just because it kind of streamlines it by having my direct feed to front of house there. They don't have to worry about miking. It's never going to have to change. It's always going to be the same thing.
Run a cable.
Mm-hmm. No matter where we go. If it's something that's like, oh, we're fully capable of miking this. And
what's cool is if they have to mic your stage your stage amp.
They could.
Because let's say we play a shithole on tour.
Well, and then
you probably wouldn't want to bring that.
Well, no, that's what I'm going to do. But like, there's an XLR out of the cab, so even if they like, oh, I can't run it to your board for whatever reason, like, but I can run a mic to your a mic to your cab. Just take the mic away and just put the XLR into the back of the cab.
But what if we play like shithole like
if it's like tower bar or something like that, they don't need to mic it.
Yeah, because
so that gives me the option to like, if we can mic it, cool.
Yeah.
If we don't have the ability to, then we don't need. We won't mic it.
I've seen a band who played and they didn't have any. The guitarist didn't have any stage volume,
and that's bad.
And his shift fucked up.
Like you couldn't. Yeah, I think that happened at
maybe it wasn't Tower Bar, but it was
Himmelberg's, where there was a band. Yeah. He had a Kemper.
That was a different band. Yeah, I was thinking something else.
Or that's what I remember. But yeah, and he had no.
Yeah, you couldn't hear him.
Because he was just going through the PA, which is a powerful enough PA, but it's like a practice PA with, so it's like what, 2 15s and 2 18s?
Yeah.
And like, but I'm like, whereas the other guy had like a half stack and the other guy had like an 810 or something.
Yeah, so you disappear.
Yeah, so, which I'm like, in a big like House of Blues situation, yeah, it would be great.
Yeah.
You could have your monitors and everything like that, but as a small bar, it's like, I don't want to pigeonhole myself to be like, oh, I need to always be direct. Be direct with people, but not with a fucking phone. That's stupid.
Fucking Christ.
Jesus Christ, man. You couldn't let that fucking go. So I'm excited to do that. It just kind of helps, I don't know, like, because we've been trying to like figure out solutions to better miking for guitar and stuff like that. And I've been doing the 2-note, 2-notes, cab M with amps and stuff like that. But it's just like, I'm adding so much more shit.
Yeah.
Whereas this, I'm like, just go to this and have XLR out of, because it has an XLR through. So I know a lot of talk about this. Sorry guys. So I'm going out of my.
Start us at the start of your chain here.
The Axe 8. So I'm going into that and I'm getting all my sounds out of that, and then XLR out of that, which is one cable into my powered cab, and then there's an XLR through on the cab, so you can just put an XLR to front of house from there.
Nice.
And it's just getting the same feed from the board. So I don't know. To me, I'm like, it's simplifying a lot of things.
So you wouldn't have to carry around that 85-pound pedal board. You just carry around the fractal unit, dude.
No, I don't need to, because what I could do is even smaller than that. I could be using the 2 Notes Cab M, which they did an update on this past week, to now make it the firmware update and stuff like that, to make it the Cab M Plus, which they added, a preamp to it, which it didn't have before. They kind of a better EQ section and better power amp, section.
Yeah.
And then they added, gate and stuff like that. So that kind of like, that's like your amp in a box right there.
But
like
you wouldn't bring that to a gig, right?
You could. I was actually like playing around with it. I saw Andy, the Guitar Geek. He posted something about it. It's like, oh yeah, I updated this. It's really cool. You could use that as your direct solution too.
That's cool.
It sounded really fucking good.
And then you could run that into FRFR.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that how you say it? FRFR?
Yeah. FRFR powered cab.
So for
yeah. For powered cab. It is a really cool update. So I bought that to use with amps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like real amps. And
real man amps.
No, yeah. But now you can use it as just a pedal platform thing.
That's cool.
And you can, I was trying with drive pedals into it. I was trying with my catapult.
You did update it.
I did update it.
Nice.
And so it's great. And so I actually, if I wanted to scale my board down even from the Fractal and just use that, I can still keep my IRs with me.
And you could run a couple pedals into it, like 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever.
Yeah, I did. I think
do
I did
it on the Mini.
Yeah, I did
Shit.
one of my favorite stacking combos is the Riot with a Blues Driver.
Yeah.
Or Blues Breaker, sorry. And fucking killer. Sounded killer.
Probably throw a Blues Breaker on there just in case too.
Yeah, or a Blues Driver.
Blues Driver. Yeah.
Throw them all in there.
All the blues.
I got the blues, man. And it sounded fucking killer. I'm like, dude, this thing is a great buy still.
Yeah.
I was texting RJ about it. RJ from Teletalks. I'm like, oh, this is a great pedal platform. He's like, fuck, man. Do a video on it because I want to hear it. He was like, dude, what the fuck? That's like an Iridium now. It's like...
That's probably why they did the update. They're like, oh, shit.
And it has, because the Iridium, you can load IRs into it and it has like the preamp kind of section into it. It's like, damn. I was thinking about selling it because I'm like, oh, I don't fucking need this thing. I don't need you anymore. Like Woody.
Andy.
Yeah. And yeah, it was really cool. They had they didn't need to do that update at all, but it made it so much better. Like just that product. So when I don't know, companies kind of give you a little love when they don't need to do any of this stuff. Yeah. They didn't need to put any research into that, but I'm like, oh.
They just made it more valuable.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe it makes people want to buy that thing more. So they're like, oh, we don't really need to do like a hardware update on this thing, just a firmware, and it makes it a huge deal.
Well, maybe I will borrow that for recording some guitar.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
With you.
Give it a shot.
Hate to put you on the spot and make you give it to me, but
give me that shot. Along what's new for both of us, but
nice.
Let's get into some topics. What do you say?
Let's do it.
Okay, so this kind of goes with it's obviously going to be after the day, but we're recording this, like we said, on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
So I was thinking the red, white, and blue. We should do a pedal board. And then we've done the color themed boards, before. I think this would be cool, but something that you would use in Playing Without a Pilot.
Oh shit! I was supposed to do that.
I guess that's what I was going to go for.
I was thinking something tight.
Something fine, I guess. I think it would have been like, oh, we're playing again, and what board, whatever. Maybe I'm trying to tie too many things together. Fine, a red, white, and blue board, and just those 3 pedals. It has to be tight, and it has to be in that order. So as you're looking at your board, red, white, blue, and it has to the signal has to go that. The signal has to go from blue, white, red.
Okay.
So that was like I know I'm putting so much.
Wait, it has to go blue, white, red.
But as you're looking at it, it's red, white, and blue.
Okay, yeah,
you put it on PT Mini or something like that. Unless you have really huge pedals, then I could put it on a longer one.
Oh, man, I fucked up already. I thought I did that, but I've just...
Well, all right, then fine. It just has to have red, white, and blue pedals and be cool, I guess.
I'm not trying to ruin your game.
They have to have the ability. Hopefully they have 1/4-inch inputs, Kyle.
God, I'm sorry.
You're like,
man, I'm so good at ruining your bits.
When you're trying to. And now it's like you're playing. You said when you're playing bass. Sometimes, I do these things without thinking about it. And now you're like, fucking up the whole game.
Because,
Did you at least choose 3 pedals, Kyle? Why don't you let's just fucking go with it. Give me the 3 pedals that are red, white, blue. Man. Hopefully that's the base color that you have there.
Yeah, so the first one is red.
A green Tube Screamer.
But I got red spray paint.
Yeah, man.
All right, so
fucking douchebag.
I got red.
What is it?
Red, the special edition walrus pedal.
Oh, okay.
It's the one that doesn't just have like the guy looking in the microscope. It's got the monster sneaking up on him.
There's a fucking monster in this lab.
It's a black pedal.
Yeah.
But it has a lot of red on it.
Yeah.
And it's called the red.
Yeah.
So I had to go with it. And this walrus themed, I mean, I guess it was kind of walrus themed episode here.
Yeah, a lot of walrus.
So I went with the red, which is obviously like the super high gain, like what's it? I said obviously, and I can't remember. It's the Boss pedal, not the MT2, but the heavy metal.
Yeah,
inspired by. And then I went with a white. So this one is the one that's in the right spot.
Yeah. So I guess, I was like saying, oh yeah, it has to look that way. I think it was all over text. I'm like, oh, that's what it'll be like. So I don't like blame it too much, but I guess I was like, yeah, this will be cool. Like,
well, I while I was sitting here, I was like, oh yeah, that's the right way to go. Is right to left is red, white, blue, but it's the other way. Obviously,
it doesn't really.
It really
matter
doesn't matter.
Much. Yeah,
but it's just how you say it, right? And we go left to right.
Yeah,
when we read something. All right. Well, we're idiots. Okay.
Or it's like
I'm an idiot.
Like you're reading Japanese. You're doing that
so you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
So I'm right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I did the rising sun here. No, I did red and white.
Yeah. Only.
So I did for the white pedal, I did the Romford, which is from the Pladask Electric. I can hardly say it, but it's like a modulation ambient style pedal.
Yeah.
So you can actually get like your chorus sounds. You can get like a bunch of things by just like turning everything off except for one. You know, you can you can tweak the shit out of this pedal. I know that. Johnny loves this pedal.
He has it.
I think he has.
I know he has a lot from that company. He's got a lot.
He talks about the Romford a lot.
Weird pedals. He's got them.
Yeah, it's like it has a filter in it. It's got a lot of stuff in it. That's why this would not work for playing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That wasn't in the text.
It was. I'm like, to make it interesting.
God.
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter.
Oh man, I know.
But
I won't be able to sleep tonight.
Yeah, nobody who's listening be like, we're gonna hold him to
it. Yeah, we want to see you play this. And then the blue pedal is the Dan Electro corned beef reverb.
Oh, okay.
So
the food series pedals.
Yeah, and I kind of hate those things.
Yeah,
but I also can't really make that assumption that they're bad because I've never really played them.
Yeah, I have a buddy who has a good amount of them, and he, bought them because they were so cheap.
Yeah,
he's like, they were practically giving those away. It's like because they were so cheap, and it's like, yeah, he's like, yeah, so I bought a bunch. And I'm like, are they really good? It's like, no.
Yeah, and people love. I mean, there are people that love them.
And he's like,
and I could have gone with like a multi effects reverb. A lot of them are blue.
Yeah,
or even like smaller. I could have gone with a slow, could have gone with a blue sky, big sky.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I want to kind of keep something on there that's like a piece of shit. You know?
Or it's like something that's like, because you don't know if it's good or bad.
I don't know. But right. I have this assumption that they're bad because they're plastic and they look like
shit.
Absolute shit.
Yeah.
So if you think they're cool, I don't think they're cool. So
yeah, I know that was like a
more for you.
Guitar Nerds bit that they were like Matt Knight was collecting them.
Yeah,
I think they was like, oh, just get all of them, and some of them were harder to find than others. And stuff like that.
They're super random and like
they did like a review of them. It's like, yeah, some of them are good sounding, actually really good sounding. It's like, but they're not. You wouldn't want to gig with them because they're plastic.
Yeah, you step on it a little too hard or lean on it or spills. I mean,
it's like it would be like, oh yeah, maybe you get somebody to rehouse this and change the foot switch. But at that point, it's like just get another pedal.
Shop for something else.
He's like, is that really worth it? I think there's like the vibrato or whatever from Behringer. That's like, it's like, think of like, they look like Boss pedals kind of, but they're plastic.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The vibrato one was really popular with Juan from the Mars Volta.
Yeah.
I think what I heard is like he would buy a shit ton of them and just put them on his board. And when they would tour, because he like it was before Boss reissued the VB, the vibrato.
Yeah.
It's because like, oh, I don't want to take my Boss one out because if that broke, that would kind of suck.
Fucked. Yeah.
And it was like, he's like, oh, I can bring this one out. It sounds pretty close and pretty good. And if you break it, it's like smashed through it. I'm like, okay, well, they're like $15 a piece. Just buy a bunch of them on tour and bring them. So if it fucks up, you're like, oh, swap it out. We need a new Timmy.
Yeah, those look like, I hate the way those look too.
Those don't look,
They like rounded on the front, so they avoid like the copyright thing.
Yeah. And then they're plastic.
Yeah. Are they? I didn't know they were plastic.
Yeah. I think I've only played like one once, and I've like never thought like, because I know even JHS does like the whole thing. It's like, check out my favorite Behringer pedals. He doesn't sound like that.
That's just your voice tonight.
Yeah,
we're embracing it.
Yeah, I chose that. Like probably like no, he's probably more like, check out my Behringer pedal. Now he's like Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, it's just like the spectrum is like,
I can't land anything.
Split the difference.
Yeah. So yeah, just the videos of like, oh, this is my favorite, and they like, I think the joke was like, oh yeah, the favorites of Josh Scott like skyrocketed in price. I'm like, oh man, I would not even like give a shit enough to want to buy one. They're just like no, we're good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a really good tube screamer. I'm good. I'd rather buy, any of the hundreds of thousands of different types of tube screamers.
Yeah, hundreds of thousands. Jesus Christ.
But yeah, no, I get it for sure.
So that's my my rule breaking pedal board. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't even think I can apologize enough. I can see the disappointment. I can taste it. It's palpable. What's your board?
Okay, fine. I'll go red, white, and blue, but I'm thinking of the end of the chain.
Okay.
It's going to be the Super Spring Theory by the brand. I think it's called Subdecay.
Huh.
I remember looking at this brand because I remember looking when I was really like in the market for a spring reverb.
Yeah.
I was kind of looking at everything and I was looking at Catalan Bread. I know that Topanga. I was like, oh, that could be cool. This was another brand that came up. I've never actually heard of like other shit from Subdecay. I don't know if they're around, but I know they're. I really did just type reverb red into reverb.com.
And you didn't see the Super Blood Moon or whatever it is? Jesus.
Oh, that would be sick too. But this one's kind of more something I would use because I was thinking for playing, what would I use?
Yeah.
And it has a spring or room, has like, dry mix, the decay before, tone, and the reverb. If I remember correctly, it was like, kind of a subtle ass type reverb that I like. I don't use a whole lot of reverb, but I like having it there.
Like to color the sound, really.
Mm-hmm. Like I really like the Flint because it's like, it's a pretty good sounding reverb. And people say like, oh yeah, it's not too much. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I like.
Well, it's like impossible to get too much out of it, right?
You can't, you can get it kind of washy, but it's not going to be like you're like,
whoa.
Falling. Yeah, it's like when you play one note and it gives you overtones and everything. It's like, man, I played like yesterday and it's still going.
You open the door. Oh yeah, close it.
Yeah,
still going.
Still going. And then you turn your amp off. It's still going.
Just in your head. It's in your head the whole time.
Yeah. So I don't know. I remember demos and stuff like that. That'd be cool. I wonder if that brand is around or what else they do. Sure, I could look into it.
What is it called? Subdecay?
Subdecay.
That's a cool name, actually. Mm-hmm.
And then, let's see, the other one, the white one is I think like this would be a fun one to get, but I heard that they're not super reliable. The Ibanez Echo Shifter. So for a delay. I think it's like supposed to be like a tape kind of thing. It has the sliders on there to like your tape speed. I'm like, I think that would be really cool. I just want to try it.
Yeah, it is really cool.
I think they did reissue it.
Yeah,
and it doesn't have the cool mojo though. People say, "Oh, I don't know, does it have
the old chip in it from '93?"
Yeah, and does it break down all the time too? Because that's what I want for my.
I think
like it's supposed to be reliable more than a tape, but I think they heard that they always broke.
Oh,
but I'm like, might be worth spending $140 to see if it breaks.
Yeah, that one's cool. It's just still not one I think I would want to play on stage. That little slider thing.
Yeah,
I feel like you're a DJ battle.
Yeah. But I think that'd be cool just to get a little bit delay in there. Yeah. And same thing, I don't use a shit ton of delay either. Just like the
little slappy slap.
Sometimes, yeah, or I can just get like a 300 milliseconds. It doesn't have that timer, but I can try and figure that out somewhere. And then one that I actually never even heard of, I just typed in Blue Overdrive.
Oh, Jesus.
From a brand that I really, really, really like. One of their pedals. One of my favorites. From Mad Professor.
Yeah.
Sky Blue Overdrive.
Wow, you nailed it.
Assuming I'm going to like it.
Assuming it's blue also.
It is blue. And it didn't give any information of what it, like, which I guess is good. It doesn't say what it's supposed to be.
Sounds like it's a ripoff of Strymon pedal.
Even though it's an overdrive.
Damn it. I really tried.
like like a blue sky. Like, oh, they're ripping off Strymon.
It's a blue.
It's a clone of a Strymon. I'm like, yeah, but it's an overdrive. Fuck.
Damn it.
Can I stir up some controversy here, people? Hey, you got do you have any spare controversy for a fella?
May I have seconds?
Yeah, it's just your standard drive. And it has like what they have on the Sweet Honey is like a focus knob that kind of gives it a little bit more, I don't know, easier to break up. It kind of has like something like that, but I think it has like a Z knob. And I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck this is. I don't know what the hell. What the hell is it? Is it supposed to be like
Z knob Warrior Princess?
Yeah, and I don't know. I think it'd be I like that brand a lot. I know they do like I think a Tube Screamer type clone. I'm like, oh yeah, I should try that. I'm like, I don't need more shit. I don't need more drive pedals in my life. But I don't know.
Is that Z like a filter? Or something?
I don't know. Maybe I make that up. I make
or
that
like,
up. Maybe I made that up. I need to check it out.
Maybe it's like a Q knob. I guess a Q is like a filter, right? And then the Z, it's like if you have to ask, you can't afford it, basically. It's like
they have it's a volume, distortion, Z, and texture. I don't know. What the fuck does that mean? But I don't know, like...
Tell us in the comments.
Yeah, no, it's like, like when we had that episode about knobs when they name them. It's like, what the fuck does that mean? What the hell is...
Everything else is like, you kind of guess what it is. It's like...
Swarm? What the fuck? That one was like all over the place. This one's like Z and texture. It's just like, it gives no information about like what it's supposed to like, oh, it's a 4-knob designed to be like light to overdrive to distortion to clean. Like,
well, what's that one do? It does the Z.
You can change the dynamics with texture and Z. I would hope it does something.
Probably doesn't. They just had a bunch of those extra, so they drilled holes on accident. They just they're not even connected.
In all of them. They're like, oops.
Yeah.
Oops, all berries.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. So that's my list. The red, white, and blue.
All right.
But I think you kind of alluded to this next topic here. So walrus heavy episode because this topic we were kind of back and forth.
We love walrus.
Yeah, when they came out with a special pedal the other day of like 2 pedals stuck together. It's like, what is it? It's the Fathoms and the slow reverbs that they put together in one box.
They've already put the Fathom in with another
with the ARP 87.
Yeah.
They've done that before, which you have that pedal, right? It's the FARP pedal that they call it. Has like,
I don't call it that.
The space graphics and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's a little bit. It's like the base is black and they have like like a pink, white, and yellow or
like orangey color. Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, it's awesome.
Or like the colors used in the graphics, and it's cool. So this one is a gold is the base, like goldenrod, and then like just have white ink.
Lame.
It is kind of lame. It was like the Fathom and the slow, and like, oh, cool.
They probably are awesome together.
And people are like,
but
why 2 reverbs in one thing?
Yeah.
And people kept saying, why 2 reverbs in one thing? Why 2? And people are like, why don't they put like the Fathom with the ARP 87? And people like, and then Walrus quickly said, it's been done. We did it already. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Know your history.
Yeah. Brush up on our history of the stuff that we do.
Yeah.
So what they do is like, take 2 pedals pretty much.
Well, it's like you have your standard kind of reverb mixed with like your
crazy
kind of reverb.
It's crazy.
I guess that it's like, that's
they do that a lot, right?
I don't know about that.
I think that's like kind of I'm noticing a lot that they take 2 pedals and kind of stick them together, and then they have like the in and out on the ends, and you have like you can like actually put pedals in between the 2 of them. So almost like,
well, like the pedal's still independent. You don't have to. You don't have to even use one if you don't want to.
It's its own pedal.
Yeah, it's doing its own thing.
Yeah. So this little quick topic here of like, okay, we're fans of Walrus. I would say they're
I'm gonna say that I'm a fan of Walrus. Okay.
Yeah, I have 2 pedals.
Yeah. Okay.
And I like a lot of their shit. Fuzz, you could miss me, Yeah.
I don't have any. Oh, I have 1 fuzz, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also mixed with another pedal that has 2 things.
What is it?
It's a fuzz and a trem.
Yeah. Okay.
Weird,
yeah. That was that one. So they do have like they've done it more than once, putting 2 of pedals together, and then they've done it like different versions and artwork of like putting their 2 pedals together.
Yeah.
And so this topic is like we like Walrus and the stuff that they do, but what else could they put together?
Yeah. I have spent nights wondering.
Yeah, what else can they put together? And they would have to go and put fucking cool artwork on it. That's their thing.
Yeah, I don't necessarily like where they just do the artwork from this one and the same artwork. Oh, I get it. That's that side and this is that side.
You fucking copy pasted that, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess they don't want to pay another artist to work on it. I get. I get it. It's expensive stuff. I don't know. I guess for my first one, it'd be kind of cool to see a 385 put in to like maybe the EB10.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So in the same, so it has the EQ, has the boost. You know, it doesn't have to have the fancy lights and shit on it, but it'd be cool to see because a 385 is an excellent overdrive.
Yeah, it works. I don't know, with a lot of things.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, oh, that just sounds good.
Yeah,
you're gonna need that back.
Because like, yeah,
I gave you your pedal back. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that back. No, okay. I need to obviously set up some pedals and start playing some more. But I know that one to be one of the best overdrives that they have, and they make a lot of. They do make a lot of overdrives. Yeah. They're all usually really light.
I don't know if they have done this before, but like taking two of their light drives, which they have a lot of light drives. Mm-hmm. So like a 385 and the Voyager, which is actually a really great one too. It's like kind of has, they both have a similar range where they go from light preamp style to like maybe light drive to medium drive. They don't get the heavy distortion. They're not like the Red. And putting both those together, because a lot of people like to stack, especially like Walrus is really known in the P-Dub community of like they're on a lot of boards. So I just get that because most people are gonna be stacking that shit anyways.
Yeah.
So yeah, put the 385 and Voyager in one.
It'd be cool to see
with cool artwork, obviously.
Yeah. It'd be cool to see. Was it the Bellwether with the Descent?
So just make a giant fucking pedal.
Yeah.
So that would be actually pretty funny. Just the biggest pedal that you could make.
Well, because like they've done other, like combining other reverbs and delays. Yeah. Like do your OG ones.
Yeah.
Those are your like. I mean, I would assume those are their like more first.
Your first go. First. Yeah.
Yeah. Those would be excellent, I think. Together.
Yeah, I mean, and they could do like a modulation themed one and just put like the Julia with the Lillian.
Yeah.
I like both those pedals a lot. And yeah, they would be, I don't know, cool to have in one. Just be like, hey, that could be your modulation pedal that you throw together. And just obviously you have the little pass through there. So if you wanted to put like drive pedals in the middle of that too, you could.
That makes more sense than the one that I was saying, which is Julia and the Vanguard, which the Vanguard is also a phaser, but it's a dual stage phaser.
Yeah.
And it's also a really big pedal.
I'm with the Julia and Lillian. They could make it like, I don't know, like zombie artwork like they've done before.
Yeah.
Like my Julia is like kind of like that zombie skull artwork. They could do that with Lillian. They could make it like, I don't know, the whole like bunch of zombies and shit on there. That'd be cool.
Be sick. I think just 2 385s together.
Yeah. That would work.
That'd be pretty sick, actually.
I've never. Yeah, I should get one. So we can. I should get one because I like it so much. You
should get like the
limited artwork one.
Yeah, they do like a blue one, and then do like a red one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Will Lehue was talking about like I think you bought his one, right? And he was like, oh, I'm holding out for getting one of those like special artwork ones.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's been able to like find one. And then one that I think would be really, I don't know, kind of like give the Flint a run for its money is like reverb with trem.
Yeah.
Like, you see that a lot. I know Fender does one, whatever it's called. Who cares?
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
How about who gives a fuck? That's what it's called.
It's called iDeGav.
I don't give a fuck. Just Fathom and the Monument together.
All right, Fathom Monument.
Yeah, the Monument. Yeah, it's a great one. I know they recently came out with you have the version 1. They came out with the version 2, which is normal.
This MXR size.
Yeah, put those together. Yeah, that'd be fucking sick.
That'd be cool. That would
because the Fathom is like underwater kind of artwork, and the other one's like a wolf, so you can have a wolf driving like a submarine.
Gee, so you're actually thinking of the artwork, not the circuit.
Yeah.
You're like thinking of what the artwork together would look like.
He's got a scuba suit. He's like, oh.
So stupid.
Fuck. I don't know. I think that'd be fun. I really am a fan of a lot of what Walrus does. So I see these things. I'm like, yeah, that'd be sick. And even like that gold one, and people are kind of like unimpressed. They're like,
yeah,
but it still would be cool.
It would be
like both. You have both of those. Pedals.
Don't tell me it'd be cool because I'll probably buy it. Okay.
Actually, you don't have the Fathom on its own.
No,
you have it in the,
which I think is cooler.
Yeah,
I could only run that if I wanted to, which is nice.
You could take your FARP pedal and then put the slow in the chain.
Shit.
Yeah, I know that's what's cool about wiring with these things. But I think we're winding down here. Let's get out of here,
baby. That's how it sounded.
Mm-hmm. So before we head on out of here, just want to say thank you so much for tuning into the Tone Jerks podcast. If you like what you hear, you can follow along on social media. We're on Instagram at the Tone Jerks. And then we have a Facebook group. Just search the Tone Jerks and you'll find it. You know, got to answer some rigorous questions to get in there.
Oh, yeah. They're tough.
And if you really like what you hear, you can help support the show on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. But if you double down for $2 a month, you get an extra episode every week. And we have an RSS feed with all the backlog episodes. There's over 130 on there. There's a lot of jerking to do on the page. Get on there. Yeah,
get up to speed with your jerk.
Just get on the fucking page.
Get on the page.
But no, thank you so much for supporting us on Patreon. And just for that, we wanted to give you a huge shout out, a sizable acknowledgement. Kyle, you got a list over there?
Oh, yeah, I got it.
You're like, oh, no, I don't. Does he have it? He does have it? Oh, he does have it. Okay. Oh. Give it to me, baby.
All right, I got Andrew Walsh, Adam Rohr from Let Him Hear Podcast, Doug. Was I supposed to read fast? Sound like you wanted me to.
No.
Doug King, Doug Gann, Doug Chris. I should probably start over because I mumbled.
Yeah, try it.
Andrew Walsh. Andrew Walsh, Adam Rohr from the Let Him Hear Podcast, Doug King, Doug Gann.
You know, shout out to Doug King there.
Yeah.
From the last episode, we were talking about games. He sent your boy a couple N64 classics.
It's your boy.
It's your boy, Big Al. He sent Mario 64 and GoldenEye.
Damn.
We got to get a GoldenEye tournament up in here.
Shit.
No odd job.
I have that TV still. We can hook it up. So
yeah. So we got to get that going. Yeah. But yeah, shout out. Real ass dude of the week, Doug King.
So Doug King, Doug Gann, and Doug Chris from 37 Effects.
There you go.
He's cranking them out, man. That guy is busy. We have Abe Newman, Michael Newman, Aaron Taylor, Nicholas Ogburn, Nicholas Payson, Colin Smith, Jason Fuzzmonger, Joe from Like My Pedals, Will, and RJ from the Just Surprise Me podcast, the Jism Boys.
I believe we're on their episode this week, so keep an eye out on their podcast feed. We might be dropping in.
We slung what was I going to say? Some spitting on some microphones.
Step up on this fucking mic.
Right. We have Ramyorn, Jamie Davis, Jim Bowers, Johnny Ray, Steve Mike, Steve Rao from 60 Cycle Hum, Kevin E. Quits from E. Quits Guitars.
He's from E Quits Guitars, and I should be getting my guitar by the time this episode comes out.
He told you it was in the mail, huh? He's like, it's in the mail.
It's like, I mean, I'll probably get into the story when I actually get it, but I'm like, he gave me the tracking number, and I'm just like, every day.
Yeah, of course.
That's the worst fucking thing. I love that option now, but you get a tracking number, you just like refresh. Where is it? And it was like supposed to come on Thursday, and I was like, oh, now move to Friday. And I'm like, cool. I'm like all stoked. I wake up Friday morning. It's like almost like Christmas. And then I was like, I found out Santa Claus wasn't coming that day. And it's like because of like, 4th of July. They're like, oh, now not coming till Monday. So I should be getting it in a couple days. Damn. I'm excited for my guitar.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited for you. I'm going to put a big old scratch on the back of it when you get it. Because you probably did it to one of mine.
Yeah, probably.
I don't care.
The Meteor I probably got for sure. Got some nicks on that one.
Dude, that one I can like, it's like technically like unfinished. I can add more like stain.
Yeah.
And then put some more oil on it.
All of them are unfinished if you think about it. You could always just add more to it.
That's how the whole world is.
The whole world is. We're all works in progress.
Good way to look at it. Yeah.
Dumb
fucking hot take.
Lukewarm take there.
There you go. Co Schneider from the Flippin' Flippers podcast. Brett Alexander. Alvaro Viramontes. Brian from Nutter Guitars. Leon from Pelican Noise Works. Abe Froman, Sausage King of Chicago. Sean Fahey. Sean Arbo from Gun Street Wiring Shop. Sean Wright from Lollygagger Effects. Juan Ortiz from Tone Hungry Effects. Mike Oxbig.
You didn't say it that proud this time.
Oh. Mike Oxbig.
There you go.
No, I think I say it better. I'm working on it. I'm a work in progress.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Zach Hale. Eric Merrill from YouTube. Scott Hamilton from the Effects Loop podcast. And Tim Nowak
from Bardic Audio Devices.
All right.
So he messaged us on Instagram saying, "You kind of got my name right."
I probably still didn't get it right. I got to do some practice. It's
Nowak.
I bet it's like Nowak
because he's like it's like the A in America.
That'd be like
America.
Which A?
That's what I said, but he's like, no, they're both the same.
No, they're not.
That's an I.
That's an A to me.
Yeah, so that's very American of you, Kyle.
No, I wasn't there yet. America. I guess it's the same. Yeah.
God damn it. So check out Bardic Audio Devices. Let's get out of here.
Idiot. All right. Let's get out of here. Let's go.
All right. See ya. Bye-bye.